Ladies and gentlemen, you read the title. Let's not bury the lead. Let's get straight into it. But I will say I've never been more excited to film a video in my entire life. This is a topic in which I am the senior most expert. Okay, I fall asleep to Rick and Morty every night. My fall asleep show used to be Family Guy. But then they took Family Guy off of Netflix and they put it on Hulu. And there's something about the Hulu interface that I just really cannot deal with. It really makes me angry, okay? So today, for those of you who can't read and frankly are illiterate, we will be ranking Rick and Morty episodes based on how good they are to fall asleep to. This is not an objective ranking on how good the episode is by itself. No. This is, I'm trying to go to sleep. Which Rick and Morty episode should I play? I got you covered. Let's full screen this real quick. The categories I have today, number 1, honk shoe. Number 2, BRB catching Z's. Yeah, the middle one is just, it's purely neutral. True neutral. The next one, a small bout of insomnia. Like, I feel like I'm going to put these episodes on to actively, listen to and not try to fall asleep. Yes, my eyes will be closed, and my final objective at the end of the night will be to fall asleep. But right now, we're listening to Rick and Morty. And the last one, night terrors. If you want to have a peaceful sleep, do not listen to these ones. And you know what? This category, I think, is going to fill up pretty quickly because there's so much violence in Rick and Morty, okay? Should this be your fall asleep show? I mean, I love it. There's going to be so many ads playing on the bottom. Just know that I do not endorse anything that happens down there. All right, let's start. I don't care. First one, season 1, episode 1. No, because it's so different from other Rick and Morty episodes. It's kind of offbeat from the rest of the series because it was their pilot and they filmed it before they filmed the rest of the series. So I'd say with the earlier episodes especially, I think just 1 and 2. Where's 2? Yeah, 1 and 2, it's it feels like, but yeah, no. I stand by this because episode 2 has a weird scary Terry thing and it's really unsettling. 3, Anatomy Park. No, actually, this one's really loud at times. I'm gonna go yeah, because I like the plot, and I just really don't like the B plot of the family no screen time. It just doesn't appeal to me whatsoever. So I'll put it at yeah, but I love some loud noises. Some violence is okay for me to fall asleep to. But I feel like I've seen that episode so many times that, I understand the cadence of it. See, this one, BRB catching Z's. This would go into the upmost one, but again, Jerry's nonsense, I just hate it. Season 1 and 2, Jerry, you can't get me to like him. Me Seeks and Destroy, Night Terrors. I love this episode, don't get me wrong, but time and place, okay? Me Seeks' voice, something about it just it itches my brain, and his voice ricochets off my skull, and I just can't deal with it whatsoever. So that's why it's down there. And there's also I don't know. I'm not explaining myself, god damn it. Is this Rick Potion? Yeah. Rick Potion, I'll go yeah. But also what you have to understand about this is it's not about the episode itself, it's about the episodes it's surrounded by. So if I put on Rick Potion, yeah, that episode might be okay to fall asleep to, but coming right out of it is the Gazorp episode. And I hate that one. Don't fall asleep to that one. It's just bad. Oh, my flashlight is on. How embarrassing is that? Yeah, so it's not you can't just go off of the episode because more of them are going to play. And that'll be a theme later on. This is their first, it's called Ricksty Minutes. It's their first clips show, their improv television, whatever the heck. I actually really like this one. It's not all-time good, but it's up there. This one, I just don't give the Pluto one. I forget what the B story. Oh, I don't even remember. You know what? I don't care. No, maybe because it is so boring, it's okay. Episode 10, this one's actually really good. They're that's all I have to say. It's really good to fall asleep to. And I think I've seen it again so many times that it makes sense to me. This one, God tier. Especially because the next one that comes after it is also God tier. So if you play these back to back, you're having the best schlump of your life. And, like, there's so many, like, little things, because there's not a lot of the B story of the Beth and Jerry Titanic thing. And then also in season 2, episode 1, the Rickle in Time, or whatever the heck it's called, they have the Beth and Jerry B story. And at the end, when she saves the deer, they play the song, and it's like, oh, da, 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 da. I love it. Once again, banger after banger, season 2, episode 2, like this... Yes, because once again, during the episode, they have this song, Goodbye Moon Man, and it tickles me pink. It tickles me pink, let me just say. And also, I think the farts, whoever voice acts the fart, I think is really good at it, and it's really, really soothing. I will say the soothing nature of the fart's voice is completely interrupted by all the death and destruction in this episode, but I like it. And the Jerry Baree, deep cut the Jerry Baree. So I like this one. Season 2, episode 3, Night Terrors. Like, I'm sick of this character, especially, again, season 7, I feel like was such a great season, except for season 7, episode 3. I hated it. Air Force Wong. When I see Air Force Wong in the streets, they will have Air Force their last Wong. That's all I have to say. Season 2, episode 4, Total Recall. Fan-freaking-tastic. Because it's a bottle episode, so it all takes place in one episode. It's like in real time, kind of. And then, like, all the flashbacks, too. It's not too jarring. It's, like, pretty well paced. I think it's a great one to fall asleep to, especially because after it comes Get Swifty. Now, I will say this one is less so easy to fall asleep to, because it has the songs, of course, and I don't, there's always some nonsense B plot, okay? That's what you have to understand about a Rick and Morty episode. There's always going to be some nonsense bullshit in the B plot, and I don't like it. But Get Swifty, that one's pretty okay. And then this one's fantastic. Keep Summer Safe. This is it. This is what I want in my Rick and Morty fall asleep episodes. It's so good. And some of these have grown on me over time. I feel like the ones that I really don't like in general, like don't like as episodes, I think I love to fall asleep to. We'll get to that later. Spoiler alert, season 3, episode 2. We'll probably have a whole 30-minute segment on that one. That's all I gotta say. Season 2, episode 7, that's the one where Rick makes himself a teenager and Beth and Jerry go to... Couldn't care less. Like, the only thing I like about it is who plays the dean in Community. He's Jim Rash. He's in this episode. And his voice does something to me that just makes me happy. But the rest of it, I couldn't give two shits about. I just think it's just not a fun episode. And it's like, I feel like this is the thing where I haven't seen this one as much. So my brain wants to try to watch it as I'm falling asleep. And it's like, you should be memorable enough that I remember. I've seen it a million times and I just really do not give two shits about it. Like, there has to be some level of comfort when I'm watching these, like the show that I'm falling asleep to. Because I want it to feel like a nice warm hug as I'm falling asleep. This episode feels like a cold glass of water splashed in my face. I don't want it. Next one, season 2, episode 8. This is the second clip show. Actually, no, About of Insomnia, because again, there's the Jerry B plot, and I feel like sometimes with the clip shows, like, they're too jarring. Like, I feel like the season 1 one was really good, and it flowed really nicely. This one didn't. Like, when you try to do a sequel, sometimes it doesn't work out. And then when we get later to Morty's Mind Blower, spoiler alert, such a good one. It's whatever. Season 2, episode 9, the Purge one. Like, I have so many mixed feelings about this because inherently it does invoke so much violence. I'm going to do a small bout of insomnia simply because it's just really loud. It's really, really loud. And also after that comes the wedding one. And, like, I love that episode. The season 2, 10, and then 3, 1, that lineup is crazy, but I want to be awake to watch it. So I feel like when I'm listening to it, I just get really, really excited, and I can't I can't get a wink of sleep. So we're going to put this one, or we're going to do it. This one's a little bit better because it's a little bit slower pace, but there is, again, still a lot of sounds of death and destruction, and I just can't deal. 3-2. I will go on the record to say this is one of the best Rick and Morty episodes of all time. Of all time. I think it's just such like a classic episode. There's no like strange gimmick. There's no like, I don't know. There's nothing special about it. It's just Rick and Morty at its best. Like when it's just doing whatever. Just whatever. And there's so many little quippy remarks that I just love. Like especially this one part right before the commercial break, Rick takes out his gun. He's like, "Oh, we'll be right back." I just think it's so funny. So funny. And I think it's great to fall asleep to. There are not too many death and destruction sounds. And I don't know. I feel like, again, this is one I've seen so many times I could quote it back to the front. Yeah, Pickle Rick. I mean, there are worse ones. I'll go yeah. I'll go yeah. Like, Pickle Rick, it's an okay episode. I feel like it paints Rick to be a little bit too OP. Like, so you're telling me you're a thing that cannot move whatsoever, and when there's a will, there's a way. I just think it's so funny that even when he becomes the pickle, the rat pickle hybrid, he doesn't go home back to the garage. No. He shows up at family therapy, which I think is very funny. Vindicators, yes, we're gonna go in Catching Z's. That one's a really good one. And I think I just, first of all, love the episode, and it's very familiar and very comforting to me. But, I don't know. I think there's also, like, a little bit of a sentimental storyline that I don't really need to pay attention to. Like, I can just shut my eyes and go to sleep. 3-5, I don't reach for this one very often. It's the Whirly Durly Conspiracy. I think Garrett really likes this episode on its own, but, like, I really don't care. And then also, like, the summer plotline where she, like, uses, like, Rick's Ray or whatever. I just couldn't care less. I really couldn't. Oh my goodness. Rick and relaxation. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Excuse me. Simply because the episodes that come after it are really good too. So like sometimes I use it as a gauge. Like I'll put on one episode that I don't really care about and then the one that I really care about after. So I'll watch this first to get a gauge of like how sleepy I am, and if I fall asleep, good. If I don't, then I have something else good to watch after. So that one is like, okay, yeah, because after it, I just love this one. Yeah, I think it's like a real like kind of off the wall. I feel like I've said off the wall 3 different times this video. I don't care. It's a very different episode of Rick and Morty because it doesn't follow our Rick and Morty. So it's kind of like, it's almost a throwaway episode. Yes, it adds like lore and like story to the overall plot of Rick and Morty, but it's kind of a throwaway. So I don't feel guilty falling asleep to this. But also if I want to wake up and watch some parts, I'm okay with that. But the worst thing is when like you're trying to fall asleep and then you wake up because something's interesting. That's why I have some of these episodes down here, because I love them. I love them to death. I really do love the Purge episode. But I feel the need to like wake up while I'm watching it. And we can't do that. Now, Morty's Mind Blowers, I think this is fantastic. I think it's also just a really great episode of television. Like the Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. Say what you want about Dan Harmon. He has the Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and then the 6-step story circle. He's got that figured out. Okay? And this one especially, like I feel like in the last part when they forget and like Morty has to remember everything and he's like, I'm gonna kill myself. He's just like me for real. Like I think that's so funny. The ABCs of Beth, I mean like I don't care. Get it away. Especially in this one too. Like I feel like the later half of season 3, they're just like not good to fall asleep to. And I hate season 4 1. We'll put it in a small bout of insomnia because like it's just like, I don't have to explain myself. 4-2, the old man in the seat. I don't reach for this one as much. Like a lot of the season 4 things I don't reach for. they just kind of fall into my lap if I watch something else. We'll do 4-2 here because the heist one, 4-3, nah, she's going up here. I love the heist one. I forget what it's called, but I like how it's a whole manufactured thing for Morty to give up on his dream of having a Netflix movie. I feel like we've all had a dream of a Netflix movie at some point, but make him give up on it. Real, Rick. That's so real. The dragon episode. Now, wait, where'd 4-4 go? Am I tripping? Oh no, that is 4-4. The dragon episode. Sorry, that was crazy. I don't think I've ever put this on to fall asleep to. Like, not only is it a bad episode of Rick and Morty, it's a bad fall asleep episode. I mean, need I explain myself? Just this, I don't want to fall asleep to that. If you know, you know. Like, I just don't care. Snake jazz. In a word, snake jazz. It's so perfect. And half the episode is like, if you have your volume low enough and it's all the snakes talking, it's just snake sounds and it sounds like silence. So it's kind of epic. It's like a nice little precursor to what it's going to be like when you close your laptop and go fully to sleep. It's kind of like a little taste of what's to come. Story Train, I mean, yeah, like I enjoy putting this one on, especially because after it, this one is such a good one. There is a lot of death and destruction, but I feel like it's death and destruction in a soothing way. This lineup of the, what was it? Story Train into the face hugger parasite ones into Vat of Acid. I like this one No, I forgot. I hate Vat of Acid. I hate Vat of Acid so much to fall asleep to. Let's get it clear. Because halfway through, they have the little ding, 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 ding. When Morty meets that girl, I can't believe I almost was like, yeah, this is a good one. I forgot. I hate this one. Because then it gets so creepy and ominous with the music. I just really... I cannot deal. I can't do it. And then they go back to the, it's in the way that you use it. No, it's not in the way that I'm pissed. Like, I hate that one. Let's go. 4-9, that's the Childrick of Mort, I think, if I'm getting these episode titles right. If I'm not, I don't want to hear about it in the comments. Literally, shut up. Childrick of Mort, I mean, a small bout of insomnia. Like, it's not horrible, but I'm not going to put it on. 4-10... I think I just watched this one last night. We're going to put it in, yeah. Because, like, yeah. Yeah, like, I'll put it on once every blue moon. 5-1 gets put on all the time, especially because 5-2, such a good fall asleep episode. Planetina, no. I've never put this one on willingly. Same thing with the incest baby. I've never put this one on willingly. This one, the Jerry one, where they're making fun of him, American Gothric or whatever the heck it's called. Is that right? That can't be it. A Morty Gothric. I don't care, actually. That one, I feel like I'd put that on before any of the other ones I've put in the bottom tier. But, like, I don't put it on. Let's set the record straight. I do not put it on. Again, same thing with this one. I've never, like, actively put on the Thanksgiving episode to fall asleep to. This one, 5-7, I think I used that. Either I used 4-10 last night or 5-7 last night. 5-7 is actually really good because I think it was definitely 5-7 last night, and I don't remember any episode after 5-7. So that's how you know it did its job. I also love, you know what, we're going to put 5-7 in the top one and 5-8 in the second to top. No, I want you up here in the second to top one. Because this one, this one is really interesting. And this is another one where I feel like I have to do that all night. And I love this episode and it pains me to put it this far down, but like, I love it, so I have to let it go. If that makes sense. 5-9, Rick and Two Crows, like, I don't care. I do not care. Bottom tier. 5-10, this one's pretty good. I'm going to put in yeah, because I really like watching it. It's another one of these ones. I hope you guys, I've explained that enough to know what this means, but I look insane, actually. I actually can't see what I look like right now, and I think I want to film every video like this. Yeah, I like that one. I like the pacing of it. There's no bullshit B story. I love it. Whenever there's a bullshit B story, I'm uninterested. You're allowed to have a B story. You have to make it interesting. I don't make the rules. Yes, I do. This is my YouTube channel. 6-1. This one, again, like, it's interesting. Therefore, I cannot watch it. But I'll put it on. 6... Go up, 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 up. Hold on. This is temporary. This is temporary. Great fall asleep episode. Great. This is a good example of a good classic B story. Summer, do a Die Hard. Summer, pick your shit up and do a Die Hard. I prefer to call it a Paul Blart, a PBMC, if you will, but that's neither here nor there. I love this one a lot. A lot. Because there's not too much death and destruction, which I love. But there's just enough to make it interesting, and just enough to make it soothing as I go to sleep. It's like falling asleep to white noise, but instead of white noise, it's baby crying. Baby crying .mp3. That's what this episode is like. 6-3. Need I say more? I'm bored. I don't care. 6-4, on the other hand, she is going BRB catching Z's. I love Night Family. I think it's a great episode. It's a little bit of this. But I do feel like I can fall asleep because it's along the same lines. Because I do feel like my night person is absorbing Rick and Morty with the vigor of like 1,000 suns. The vigor of that guy who jumped on the McDonald's counter and says, I want Szechuan sauce. That's what my night person is like. Something I don't like about it, I don't love their voices. Like, I'm the night person. I don't care. I do love the circle at the end where they're all just like, making each other a night person and then a day person and a night person, day person. I think that's hilarious. I don't reach for this one as much anymore. There was a time where it's like every night I was falling asleep to season 6. Every night I'd put on season 6 and I just lock the fuck in. Lock into sleep, baby. 6-5, that's one where I don't care about this one. A small amount of insomnia. Like, I don't care about this one, but it will get the job done. Especially because after 6-6, the dragon one, not the dragon, sorry. The dinosaur one, yeah, that'll really get the job done. Small Amount of Insomnia, the Story Lord, the Full Metal Jacket, that's what it is. That one's really good. I think, well, really good. I just put in the last one. It's a really good episode. I actually really like when they do the meta stuff. I think it's kind of funny. But it's not fun to fall asleep to because there's so many new characters that we never see again, and I just frankly do not care. Analyze Piss. I've never put this one on to fall asleep, and I stand by it. I never put this one on, period. Get out of my face. 6-9. I actually really like this one, Knights of the Sun. That one's actually really good, and I put it on the other night to fall asleep too, or I just watched it the other night. Sir Mortaniel. Anyway, 6-10. This one, no, because this one, it goes, the first Noel. And it's kind of beautiful, if you ask me. I mean, yeah, like, I'll put that one on. 7-1, no. 7-2, what is this one? The Juricki one. Unpopular opinion, I kind of really liked this one. I kind of really liked it. We're going to put it in, yeah. Air Force Wong. Don't give a flying fuck. I don't care. 7-4, that, I'm putting that, hold on, it's getting so large. BRB Catching Z's, I really like this one. I really like this one to fall asleep. There's not too much death and destruction. And I think, like, you know, when you're falling asleep to a Rick and Morty episode, you can listen to the first part. And so the first bit of the episode has to be really, really, really interesting, but not too interesting. So this one, for the first 15 minutes, they're like really, really, really excited about spaghetti night. And then Morty walks in and he's like, Rick, what the fuck? It's a person. Why is it always this shit with you? And then they go to the planet and it's like somber again. Like it's chill. Great example of a fall asleep episode. 7-5, this is too lore heavy. I liked this. I don't know if I love this episode, but it's too lore heavy to fall asleep to. You got to be locked in, okay? Dan Harmon put his whole insert word here into this episode, okay? 7-6, I love this one to fall asleep to. I'm not going to put it. No, I think this is the only season 7 episode that I would really endorse falling asleep to. So I'll give it a top spot. 7, open your mind. No, I will not open my mind. 7, 8, I haven't watched that episode all the way through. So I can't give like an actual. I think I woke up one night to this playing. So I think it actually deserves this last spot because none of these episodes have ever woken me up before. But that one has. That one has. This one actually, I do like yeah. And finally, now it kills me to put it here. I'm actually going to put it in a small bout of insomnia because I love this episode. I think it's one of the best episodes of Rick and Morty. After season 3, episode 2, of course. And maybe I do love season 4, episode 5. But other than that, I think it's such a fantastic episode of Rick and Morty. But again, it's one of these. It's not even a this. It's a this. So I have a hard time falling asleep to it. I've only tried a couple times, especially with the season 7 ones. I've only really put on the Observer one, 7-6. I've only ever put that one on to go to sleep, like actively. The other ones have like played, but not by my doing. Excuse me. So yes, once again, let's go through the top one and rearrange them based on which one I like the most. So obviously 3-2 is going first. I think I like that one better. Oh, no, this one. This is actually fun. I'm not going to explain it. I'm just going. I really like that. I think this one's okay. Wait, I like 6-2 a lot. I think this one's gonna go at the end of it. I love this one to fall asleep to. It's not. It's borderline BRB catching Z's. Let me tell you. This one. No, I kind of like it better than Observer. Observe this. Yeah. Okay, this feels right. This is my definitive ranking on the best episodes of Rick and Morty to fall asleep to. Try it out one time. See how you feel. Yeah, I'm really happy I got to do this today. I've been wanting to record this for ages, actually. So I'm happy to finally have the time to do this with you. I feel like I've been shitposting a lot on my YouTube, and I want to keep this going. So this was the exact right decision for me to film today. Anyway, I hope all of you guys have a great day and a great slumber for the next couple months because of this video. Anyway, bye!